Good afternoon, esteemed colleagues and guests. It is an honor to be with you today to discuss one of the most powerful, yet often underutilized, fight for brain health forces in the global. Nurses as an agent of prevention. Brain health is not only a clinical issue, it's a public health priority. Conditions like dementia, stroke, traumatic brain injury, and depression are rapidly increasing worldwide, driven by aging population, urban stress, lifestyle factors, and environmental change. Globally, dementia affects over 55 million people, and nearly 10 million new cases are diagnosed annually. This number is expected to more than double to 130 million or more by 2050. In Indonesia, there were about 1.2 million people living with dementia in 2015, projected to reach nearly 2 million by 2030 and 4 million by 2050. Region-specific studies, such as in Jatinangor, West Java, found dementia prevalence as high as 29.2% among older adults. Another survey in Malang found 69% of adults aged 45 plus registered at elderly centers demonstrated some level of cognitive impairment. Despite the rising burden, awareness remains low. 80% of Indonesians surveyed had never heard the terms dementia or Alzheimer's, and often attributing symptoms to normal aging. But here's the hopeful truth. Up to 40 to 50% of dementia cases can be prevented or delayed by addressing non-modifiable risk factors. This is where nurses come in. First, nurses are the frontliners of prevention. Nurses are often the first and most consistent point of contact in a person's health journey, from maternal care to community clinics, schools, and elderly homes. This puts us in a unique position to recognize risk factors early, deliver health education, and influence behavior change at the grassroots level. Consider this. A major 2020 global study published in The Lancet Public Health identified 14 modifiable risk factors for dementia, including hypertension, obesity, depression, physical inactivity, smoking, social isolation, diabetes, low education, hearing loss, and air pollution. These are not just medical issues. These are lifestyle and environmental challenges. Ones nurses engage with every single day. Second, real-world prevention, nurse-led innovation. Let me share some examples of how nurses are making a measurable difference globally. In Australia, a large-scale program called Maintain Your Brain reached over 6,000 adults aged 55 to 77, providing personalized online coaching in diet, physical activity, cognitive training, and mental health. The results show significant improvement in memory and executive function, and this intervention was led in large part by nurse educators and lifestyle coaches. In rural China, community nurses trained in cognitive screening visited elderly residents in their homes. Among about 700 adults screened, 41% were found to have mild cognitive impairment, and over 75% accepted follow-up support and brain health education. This is powerful evidence that nurses can lead early education and detection and prevention even in low research settings. Third, environmental health, advocacy as prevention. Prevention isn't only about personal behavior. It is also about protecting population from environmental risks. A 2025 study from the University of Cambridge found that air pollution, especially fine particulate matter, is associated with a 17 higher risk of dementia per 10 microgram per meter cubic increase in exposure. This position nurses not only as caregivers but as advocates for policy change, championing cleaner air, safer housing, and equitable healthcare access. As public health nurses, we can lobby for change in our communities. For example, in some countries, nurses have helped implement brain health walks and citywide campaigns to reduce traffic pollution near schools and elder care facilities. Fourth, health promotion. Every conversation counts. Another key area is health education. Nurses have been shown to significantly improve knowledge and reduce stigma around brain health in diverse populations. From adolescents learning about sleep and stress to older adults understanding the link between hearing loss and memory. Sometimes, a simple conversation about quitting smoking, improving sleep hygiene, or treating depression early can change a life. As nurses, we must recognize that every encounter is an opportunity for preventive action. Despite our potential, nurses still face barriers, lack of training, time constraints, and limited authority to lead prevention programs. To truly position nurses as global leaders in brain health prevention, we must 1. Integrate brain health education into nursing curricula worldwide. 2. Equip nurses with digital tools for early screening and risk tracking. 3. Support nurse-led community interventions with adequate funding. 4th, foster interprofessional collaboration where nurses are respected voice in policy and planning. 5. And finally, ensure that nurses themselves are supported because burnout and cognitive fatigue in the workforce are risk factors we cannot ignore. In conclusion, nurses are not just caregivers, they can catalyze for change. With proper training, support, and recognition, we have the power to transform brain health outcomes for millions through prevention. Let us elevate the role of nurses not only at the bedside, but in classrooms, communities, and policy rooms, locally and globally. Together, let's prevent what we can, delay what we can't, and always care with compassion and foresight. Thank you.